Hi, I'm FODV93 and welcome back to Rockman Revamp, where we tackle on the robot mask. Last time with this whole thing for Rockman Revamp, I tackle on classic Mega Man games because the series is turning 40 next year, and so I wanted to at least do something special, tackling down each classic game using only the Buster. The slide and rush stuff and the E-tanks are fair game, while boss weapons are not, unless if it's outright mandatory or if I need to get me a move on. So the last time, we actually tackled on all 8 Robot Masters, and 2 out of 8 Dock Robots. Apparently these are Dock Robots, where they have the exact same characteristics as the bots that you faced off in Mega Man 2. So, without further ado, here comes this wheel. You might be asking, what's up with this wheel? Well, simple actually. This wheel I use to help me out when it comes to doing stuff per random, when it comes to choosing a stage with Rockman Revamp. So starting with 3 and onwards, so yeah, I'm just using this wheel just to at least make things a bit more spicy in regards to who I tackle on first. So we have 3 Dock Robot stages left, which are Sparkman, Needleman, and Shadowman. And each stage has 2 Dock Robots. So let's look and see what we can do. Who comes first for our next set of victims? Okay, so it's going to be Shadowman who's going to be up first for this whole thing. Okay. Close this. Close the wheel. Alright. Also, one last little thing when it comes to the Dock Robot stages. The stages themselves will actually be a lot different than what you've been doing so far with the standard stages. So, with Shadowman, it starts with a whole bunch of spikes. Ow. See, this kind of rewind stuff, I'm not going to be doing so much. Like, unless if I find it to be, okay, maybe it at least shows something off, but I'm not going to be doing the whole rewind aspect, you know? Like, if I take any like, if I die, I die. If I lose, I lose, you know? I feel it kind of deflates the whole point of a challenge if I'm gonna be rewinding like this, you know? Like, unless if I want to show something off, then yeah, you know. With this beginning part of the stage, just be careful where you jump. Because there's spikes everywhere, and spikes means you lose a life, so 3 lives, you lose. And with me, so far, I've lost twice. Okay, there we go, that's better. Alright. Oh boy. That's better. If I'm not mistaken, you don't actually fight this Brakeman robot that we fought the last time within the Dock Robot stages, so you at least get a break from fighting that guy. At least it's not the Dock Robots on top of fighting Brakeman for another rematch within the stages that you fought him in. Oh boy. Also in Shadowman stage, there's gonna be the enemies that will block your vision. Oh boy, that's not good. That's not good at all. Okay, so at least I know what to do here. Most of the time I usually just use the Rush Jet, but I figured, man, let's look and see what I can do without using Rush. And if it gets to be a bit too burdensome on me, then yeah, I can just use the Rush Jet. Damn it, I gotta stop doing that. That's okay, I gotta stop doing that one. Oh, hi! RSung3166, how's it going within chat? Something to watch before your adventure in Kineticon! Oh, what is that? Is that like... I'm sorry for asking something stupid. Is that a convention in like Connecticut or something? Because I'm not sure how that goes. Hold on here. There we go. There we... okay, that was dumb of me. Yeah, I figured that'd be the case. How are you able to go to all these conventions anyway? Like, with the teacher salary... Oh, wait, no, I think I already asked you that one. My mistake. Hope you have Festival of Games this year? Yeah, I hope so, but if not, LA Retro is pretty good this year. By the way, can you hear me, our song? Chat member, I just wanted to at least look and see, just for the sake of, just to double check. Ow. Yeah, I'm like, oh, right. Yeah, you go to local cons that are cheaper, right? My mistake, sorry. I'm more surprised you're able to find the time to do so, considering your job is, like, within schooling, like your teacher's aide or something. Yeah, sorry, I'm like, my mind was thinking of something else. I was like, did I ever ask her about that? Because, chat, who don't know about this particular chat member, Arasung 3166 is a famed cosplayer. Well, not famed in, like, big time, big money, but she's at least fun enough. So, chat, anyone who's watching otherwise that's not Arasung 3166, this person is known as Arasung Cosplay on Instagram, so go give her a follow. Also, the only way to do that is to follow my Instagram, FODV93, and then follow me on YouTube, and so to me on YouTube. And then you go follow her on Instagram, Arasung Cosplay or something. Trust me, it's the only way that'll work. Trust me, am I the kind of guy that would lie to you? Am I? Come on. Come on here. I am not a liar. I'm not a fibber. I'm a truther. I'm a truther. I speak the truth. But yes, go follow my Insta, which is FODV93, and then go follow her Instagram, which is Arasung Cosplays, where she, believe it or not, chat, she posts cosplay photos. Believe it or not, she does that, chat. Believe it or not, she does. I'm just as shocked as you are, chat. But she also puts pictures of herself, like selfies of herself with other cosplayers, like with little events, and then from there, she also posts pictures of herself at cons with voice actors or what have you. So that's, like, cool to at least look and see for that. It's like, it's not like she's, like, bringing in the big bacon, big bucks. I'm not sure what the requirements are for Instagram to start making money from there. But yeah, she at least has, like, a decent following, and so does mine. I mean, if you want to, but I'm just more so doing your cosplay one, you know? Brings more people into both of our pages. Okay, 3 lives left, that's not too bad. Oh! Oh, come on. Oh, okay. I was right. Oh, come on. I was right there. I don't really rewind, but that's kind of dumb. You post gaming stuff and side quests. Yeah, you do that on your cosplay Instagram, where she posts cosplay stuff, and then, believe it or not, chat, she posts stuff with other cosplayers. Shocker, ain't it, chat? Sarcasm aside, yeah, go follow her stuff and my stuff. Oh, and also go follow this guy called Mr. Degenerate. I heard he posts some good takes about the whole Sony debacle about physical copies getting the guillotine. Trust me, like, you go follow my stuff, and then go follow our Sung cosplay stuff, and then go follow, what was his name? Hold on, give me a second. I just gotta give you the right steps, the right steppins for this one. Because it's like you gotta do it in the right steps, you know? Like, any deviancy from this, and it's not gonna work. It ain't gonna work, chat. It ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work. Trust me, it is not going to work. Like, you just follow this guy called Mr. Degenerate, like, it's the same way of how you're thinking, oh, Mr. Smith. But there's no period and there's no space, so it's just Mr. Degenerate, like 2 words essentially, like Mr. and then Degenerate. The D is capitalized, yeah. Like, you go follow my stuff, you go sub to me on YouTube and Instagram with the same channel handle, FLTV93, you give my Twitch a follow, which is 9131 Buns, then you go and follow R-Song Cosplays, and then you go follow Mr. Degenerate. Trust me, it is the only way for it to work. Trust me, any deviancy from this, and it won't work. It ain't gonna work, buddy, okay? Trust me, like, and her cosplay, and her stuff, she posts, you know, anime stuff and, you know, side quests. And apparently with her side quests, from what I can decipher, is when she posts stuff about alternate stuff that doesn't have to do with cosplays, but it's adjacent and relevant. Just like a side quest, chat. Live or otherwise, I hate this placement. I legit hate this placement. I hate the placement. It is so awful. See what I have to... See this? Wait. Okay, I think this has to be the time where I do have to go with using a Robot Master Weapon, because the placement of that enemy is really obnoxious, and if you don't really use a Robot Master Weapon, you're gonna have to at least use the rush jets to get across. So, yeah. Gonna have to use the magnet missile for that one. It's like, I love the challenge within the start of it, but I don't like that one particular enemy. It's like, really? You couldn't have placed it any other place? What the hell? I was a bit... Oh, come on with that. And anime sim game. Wait. What anime sim game? Also, when it comes to watching my stuff, you could literally just watch my stuff in the background, like whether it's the old stuff or the new stuff that I post. Like with videos, shorts, and live streams, essentially. Like, regardless, you could just put my stuff in the background, and I'm still fine with that. It still counts as me getting engagement. Okay, magnet missile time. Oh boy! Out of there. It's like, I love the challenge oomph, but I don't like that enemy placement. It's not right. It's like, either you use the magnet missile, or not, and you get wrecked. And you have to start all over again, which is not great. Because when it comes to the Doc Robot stages, you have to beat the Doc Robot in the first half to actually get to a checkpoint. Ow. And this one mimics... Ow, Woodman. Don't know why I said mimics. I'm trying to say mimics. Mimics Woodman. Mimics. It's mimicking Woodman. At least for this one, it's not super bad. But the only thing I just need is an E-Tank to at least help me survive it, just for a little tiny bit. Also, I just saw your message, a ballet inspired by anime. Oh, really now? Oh, a ballet that inspired an anime. Oh, what was it exactly, if you don't mind me asking? Ow. Oh! Oh! Oh, this slowdown, I'm not liking this one, Mac. Oh, Swan Lake, there's an anime called Princess Tutu, which is inspired by Swan Lake. Oh, right. I don't know much about ballet, but I at least can take me a wild guess in the dark. A random shot in the dark, and just know that Swan Lake is a really influential ballet, basically. Okay, what is up with that? No, seriously, what the hell is up with that? I know, like, to not use rewinds all that much, but at least it's kind of BS with how heavy it feels. Like, the moment that you get out of your weapon select screen just to try and jump out of it, it feels heavy. It feels rather heavy and clunky. Like, heavy and clunky as in trying to have Mega Man jump from the platform to platform, you know? Like, I love the challenge in the Doc Robot stuff, it's just some of the stuff is a bit clunky. Clunky in the way of how it's like you can see the intent, but it feels not right. Ow. Like, it really feels... it doesn't feel right. That's how I'm going for it. It doesn't feel right. Like, you can see the intent. The intent is great. The intent is good. It's the execution that you'll have a lot of issues with. And when it comes to the Doc Robot stages, yeah, intent versus execution is going to be playing wildly against the game. Because with the Doc Robot stages, it's great for a good added challenge. It extends the gameplay length. But it's how it's done, that's when people don't like about the Doc Robot stages. Go Rush Jet. Fun fact with the Rush Jet. Keep jumping. If you keep jumping while you're boarding the Rush Jet, no matter what game it is, you'll save on weapon ammo for the Rush Jet. So, even if you die, you'll still be able to save up some beloved ammo, which allows you to board the Rush Jet longer. With each Doc Robot, just remember the gimmicks. Just remember the patterns for the bots in Mega Man 2. Like, Woodman has his leaf shield, and then he jumps, he summons the leaves, all that fun jazz. Oh, Is there a way I can jump between those leaves, or not? No, I can't. That's really stupid. Oh, wait. Maybe I'm jumping too late. Jumped too late for that one. This isn't just cope. I'm really trying to look and see for the right patterns to dodge these leaves at. Okay, I can do that. But the thing is, it's that the leaves that come downwards after it, you know? Okay, so it's really tight for that one. It's a rather tight window. Like, flat out, it is really, really tight. Ow. Like, really tight. It's doable, but goddamn that shit's gonna be tight. Like, it is outright tight. I can see myself winning a bit against Woodman, but it's gonna be tough for me to do that. It's gonna be tough. Just had to check something on my phone. Also, as with myself and channel stuff so far, I've recently made the NES Smash Brothers montage and the accompanying short that goes along with it. With the NES one, I wanted to at least do a challenge one. Instead of using all their moves at once, I decided to limit myself to not do Ness's down throw or his side special. His side special and his down throw both use PK Fire, and trust me, if you've played Smash Ultimate, online or otherwise, or know of the memes, yeah, PK Fire can be really annoying to deal with, or it can just be annoying outright in general. So I figured, you know what? Challenge myself and just use all of his other moves that aren't, you know, PK Fire. And honestly, I feel like I've done a good job to show all of them off in an equal way. I've shown off Magnet, I've shown PK Flash, Thunder, his smash attacks, his aerials. They're all being shown, and also his down throws too. Oh, my mistake, his throws, like his forward and side and back throw. Like I know I've done that effectively. So I went to at least do that to give myself a challenge. Like, no using PK Fire no matter what. Even if the opponent is just brain-dead baby doo-doo diapers bullshit. Ow. Look at that. Look at that. It's stupid tight. Stupidly tight. Like, it's doable, but goddamn, that shit is gonna be tight. Oh, come on here. Really, a pixel? Really, game? A pixel? No, I gotta jump a little better than that. Okay. Wait a minute, I could slide, you dumbass! I'm sorry for all the rewinds, I just want to get me a move on. No, not there. Oh, I could not slide under that one. That was not gonna be possible. Nope, I could not slide underneath all that. Not happening, buddy. I think the best way for me to combat this is to try and do this part of the stage without getting hit. Yeah, that's possibly my best method, because trying to find good health pickups is gonna be scarce. Ow! Like, right there, that's not gonna help me in this case. Like, this big guy over here, taking a good chunk of my health off. Ow! Ow, oh, come on here! Okay, that's better. But yeah, that's what I wanted to at least do in regards to the NES montage, like, just using most of his all of his moves except for PK Fire, essentially. Like, I felt, I was doing the Sonic, originally I was trying to do a second Sonic montage, because, you know, Sonic's 35th this year, you know, it'd be fitting for me to do that, since I just did the whole Sonic... wait a minute. Oh, wow, that is really precise. That's really tight. precise I like, but it feels a bit heavy. No? But yeah, originally I was trying to do a second Sonic montage for the Smash montages for me to do. Because it's Sonic's 35th, you know, had a whole plan going for that. But then my mind felt, why not play as Ness, you know? I used to love playing as Ness back in Melee and Brawl, and then maybe a hint back when Smash 4 came out, then it was just replaced Ness automatically with Lucas. So I felt, you know, why not just do that? You know, just do that. And, you know, why not just play as Ness for a bit? Please get a good feel of him. And yeah, Ness is fun to use. He really is. It's just that I miss playing as Lucas a lot more. Like, I really, really do miss playing as Lucas a lot more. Because the simple fact with Lucas, better recovery and better ways to get back onto the stage. Like, they both have PK Thunder, yes, they do. But with PK Thunder for Lucas, he'll reach a greater distance than Ness ever will. Because the simple fact, well, Lucas has a greater length distance to recover than Ness, while Ness is just the standard recovery length. And, like, it's not that it's bad or anything. It's just that, well, when it comes to Ness and Lucas, it's like night and day for trying to recover back to the stage. It's like, Ness is good, but Lucas is a lot better. You get me? Like Lucas really does have, like, a better recovery when it comes to getting back to the stage. Like, there's his PK Thunder, which has a longer distance, and then there's the Rope Snake, too. There's the Rope Snake. It's a really good recovery, and also a good tether attack. It's a good tether grab, like the one that Toon Link, and then Young Link, and then Samus has as well to get back to the stage. Oddly enough, Luigi's tether grab doesn't really help him get back to the stage, which is weird, but okay. You'd think with how good that tether grab is for Luigi, for being the infamous Luigi zero to grab antics, you'd think it would be better, but no, not in this case. Okay, and if I die or get another game over from this, I'm going to do another rule for Rockman Revamp, which is if I get too much trouble or flat, well, if I have too much trouble trying to complete a stage and I haven't really reached a single checkpoint or even done any damage to the boss that's meaningful, well, then I'm going to have to try another stage and then loop back to that other stage that gave me so much trouble in the first place. So in this case, it'll have to at least be another consult with the wheel. Oh no! With another consult with the wheel to look and see which stage I have to go for next, which isn't Shadow Man, so it's going to be between Needleman and Gemini Man, basically. And no, it's still going to be between Needleman and Sparkman, I should say. Needleman and Sparkman, sorry. Also, another bad point is that these Dock Robots do a lot more damage. Like, you think, oh, damn it, going with full body contact against the Dock Robot, that's not really a smart idea. No, it's more the aspect of their weapons and the Dock Robot itself doing a lot of beefy damage. And if you don't have an E-Tank, then you're kind of screwed at that point. Like with me in this case. Like, it is doing far more damage to me than I am to it at this point. Like, I'm really feeling I'm gonna have to consult the wheel again to look and see which stage I'll have to start with the stream with proper. Better use the weaknesses. Like, when it comes to the weaknesses for the dock robots, unfortunately, with each Mega Man game, you don't really keep the weapons that you have with the previous games. Unless if it's Rush or the Buster equipment, like, you know, the Mega Buster itself, obviously, but most of the time, you don't really keep weapons from previous games. Unless if it's like the Wily Wars or something. Okay, I think it's time I have to at least bust out another part of the rule, since I thought I would game over, but no. When it comes to not using boss weapons, yes, I don't really use boss weapons in the stage, unless if it's outright mandatory, or if I need to get me a move on. And in this case, I need to get me a move on, because it's not that Woodman is hard, it's just that this particular incarnation of Woodman is going to be a pain in the butt to do. Even if I were to try my damnedest to get to Woodman without taking as little damage as possible. So I am gonna have to at least use this particular dock robot weakness for Woodman, and I believe it should be the needle cannon for this particular Woodman incarnation. Although, when it comes to Smash montages, I think I may retry to do the Sonic sequel montage. Like, either Sonic or a combo of Luigi and Pac-Man, because Pac-Man and Mario's anniversaries are this year, so I figured I might as well do that. Or maybe a Lucas sequel. Yeah, I at least remembered a dock robot weakness, which is the needle cannon, because using the weaknesses against the dock robots will make the fight a lot easier to go by with. There we go. Alright, at least we got some progress made. Ow. Ah. Oh, at least we get a health pickup. At least we have that, and more health pickups. That was nice. Thank you, game. Okay, if I'm not mistaken, the boss for Part 2... The boss for Part 2 would be Heatman. Yeah, so it's like Woodman and Heatman or the ones to be used for Shadow Man's stage. Plus, for guns, I don't buy a merch, although I do buy autographs. Oh yeah, that's right. Although, there is a question I do want to ask. Like, let's say you see merch that you desperately want to get, that it really caught your eye, and you really, really, really wanted it. And you feel like, oh my god, I cannot leave this con without buying this particular piece of merchandise. And you also need to get your autographs, too. So what would you do in this case? Just buy the autograph and the merch on one day, or what? Like, I'm just asking for the sake of a hypothetical. Because your main plan is just go for the con and stay for the autograph, which is admirable, I get that. So I figured at least just ask and see how that works. At least I have 2 lives left, so 2 tries for Heatman, so that's at least fine enough. Also, it's Heatman, so I can work with this. I can definitely work with this. Because I have no idea what the weapon weakness for the dock robot version of Heatman is, but I know Heatman's tactics, and I know his attack patterns down to a T. He'll shoot you down with fireballs, and then the moment that you hit him with the weapon that's his weakness or the buster, bam, he'll just charge at you with the flame peller. Like, he'll automatically charge right where you are, and then lather, rinse, repeat. And I can handle Heatman. I can very much handle Heatman. It's just the Woodman thing I'm not a fan of, because, well, it's not that I'm not a fan of, it's just it's more difficult to do Woodman for this particular dock robot. Because it's bigger, like the boss is bigger, and it does more damage than usual, you know? Okay, that was sloppy. Ow. Oh, why am I doing... Okay, why? Why am I... Whoa, boy. Okay, why am I shooting in the opposite direction here? I'm trying to beat Heat Man, not spaz about. Ow. Ow. Okay, that was terrible. That was downright terrible. Like, I know I don't really like to use rewinds all that much, but it's more the aspect of I'd like to get me a move on with the other stages, you know? So this is like my one in case of emergency rewind usage. Same thing with using the weaknesses. Because sometimes when you want to get a move on, you just want to get yourself a move on, you know? It's not that I'm bad at this, it's just that I'm having a bad time. Okay, what the hell is that? Thankfully, if you know what you're doing with the weaknesses and some E-tanks, or if you're going about it Buster only like I am, with the dock robots, they're not too bad to tackle on. Thankfully, with a few more well-placed hits, I can take care of this stage and move on with the other two dock robot stages. One more hit! Bam! Nice! So... Da-da-da. Da-da-da. One particular thing is that when you're fighting the dock robots, you don't get their weapons, so you don't really get a chance to use the metal blade or anything else, so tough luck with that one. Alright, back with the wheel. Either Needleman or Sparkman. Also, if you beat a dock robot stage, you don't really get the chance to retry it again, so... Yeah, it's not like up until like later games where you can actually retry a stage that you previously beat. So like for now, as soon as you beat a stage, so you don't really go back to it. Okay, so it's Sparkman, who's next? Alright. Alright, wait for you to come. Okay, not back down. Yeah, with each dock robot stage, it's gonna be the same stage, but a whole lot different in terms of layout. And I'm gonna have to start using the weapons again. Because only this enemy can be damaged by the Gemini laser, and if I keep getting damaged, I can't really keep going up and down the ladder because it's in the way, so it's going to be a lot more obnoxious. Up here! Gotcha! Also, RSong3166, if I happen to stream or post any content while you're at Kineticon, you can always watch my stuff in the background. Like, even if you don't watch it live, I'm still fine with you watching the content. I'm fine with anyone just doing that, like posting my stuff in the background while they go do other things. I mean, I still get the view engagement, which is good. Which is always a wonderful thing to see. And you also get to at least hear my voice going on in the background while you go do other things. Oh, I was just talking about Metal Man. Ow. Ow. Okay, I've got to learn to jump to dodge. I think this particular batch has Metal Man and Quick Man, so Quick Man's gonna be the bigger pain in the ass to do because of the bigger size. Oh, come on here with it. Okay, I've gotta learn how to slide and dodge, you dumbass. Yeah. Wait, how many lives do I have left? Oh, none. Ooh. That's not good. With this hallway, be careful where you land yourself and where you position yourself, because spikes everywhere up until the very end. See, there you go, spikes. Spikes everywhere. Literally spikes everywhere you go. With these screws, wait for them to come together, then you can shoot them. Any other way, they'll be invincible to your pellet, to your buster. Ow. Come on here. Whoa, nice. Thankfully with these cubes of junk, they don't really kill you so much as they hurt you. And they do have a weird knockback, where if you get hit to the left, you get pushed to the left. But not really the same way as you would with normal knockback. So, I'm pretty sure that they put this purposely because of the way of how you get hit. And it pushes you within the spike, within the pits, bottomless pits, so it's basically just you dying. Okay, I'm going to at least try to tackle on this particular instance of Quick Man, and if I die, I die. Okay, so the boomerangs don't hurt as much, it's just the robot himself that hurts the most, because it's Quick Man. And this robot has a bigger build than Quick Man, which does not help. Yeah, I think when it comes to Smash montages, it's either like another Sonic one, or dual Pac-Man and Luigi one, like the same thing I did with Donkey Kong and Pac-Man the last time. Because they both have their anniversaries this year, so I figured, oh, why not just do it for their anniversary this year, because, you know, it's fitting. And I already have stuff planned down the pipeline for Pac-Man, like, I plan to do a streams of me going through the remake of Pac-Man World 2. Because I remember playing Pac-Man World 2 as a kid and loving it. I don't know, I think it was either the GameCube or the PlayStation or the PS2 copy version of it that I played the game on. Regardless, I had fun with it. I had a lot of fun with it, and seeing the announcement for World 2 Repack was great. That made my day. Thankfully with this Metal Man incarnation, you don't really have to worry about the one stage hazard that's there, which is the conveyor belts. So, you can always just move at your own pace, and just keep walloping this Metal Man Round 2 incarnation for the Dock Robot. And thankfully, the Metal Blades, they don't really do as much damage if you were to be dumb enough to collide with the Dock Robot. And the Metal Blades, yeah, they do damage, but not as bad as you think they would. Thankfully. And I'm able to get this done without losing a life. It's just Quick Man that's gonna be the bigger hassle of the two. Wait for it. Oh, no, I guess not. Okay. Ow. Ow. Wait for it. Go. Ow. Ugh. Yeah, these screws can be, well, kind of annoying to deal with when you're trying to save up as much health as possible to go with the Quickman rematch. Like a rematch of a rematch. Ow. Okay, at least the checkpoint is right here, so I don't have to worry about the spike hallway going down. 2 lives left. Let's try this again. I wonder if I leave... No, that's not the case. I thought it was the case, but no, not the case. Like, I saw the previous spark pillar set just disappear when I went to the left and came back, but yeah, no, not the case. That's not the case, sadly. Not the case. Ow. Oh, come on with this. Come on. That's better. That's a lot better. Ow. Ugh. Wait for it. That's better. Let's see here. I've been doing fine myself in regards to this whole thing. Like, I've been meaning to at least do Rockman Revamp to get back to it, but it's like, there's this other thing to at least do, and then there's work, and then there's working on videos to do, because at the moment I'm working on editing the Q&A from the 100 sub live streaming celebration to show who sent the questions, a picture of their questions, and what have you. That's better. Hold on. I just gotta screw my nose. Ugh. Oh, that's so much better. Whew. But yeah, it was just a message of just life in the way, and then also there's, you know, other videos to work on because I have other videos to work on too as well, so I figured, oh, you know, this will have to at least be on the back burner for just a little bit, but not too long. Yeah, even if I were to try and be having as much little damage taken from me as possible to get to the Quickman path... Oh, okay, that's good, that's great. At least there's another checkpoint before the second boss. At least there is that. It's just the issue that the Dock Robot for Quickman has a bigger frame, and there is a greater chance of you taking damage. The boomerangs aren't too bad. Their boomerangs aren't bad. It's just the robot himself, the big bulky elephant in the room, that just kills everything there. Ow. Ugh. One more rewind and then that's it. Okay, that's it. I can't really do that again. Okay, another try, and then I'll have to at least go with Needleman. Needleman. Yeah, Needleman. Don't know why you said... I don't know why my brain just thought, oh, you're saying it wrong. You thought you were going to say Needleman, but it was going to be Leedleman. Like, Leedle man, but no. As with weapons and what's the best, what's the worst, easily it's either a tie between the Spark Shock or the Gemini Laser for being the worst. As with the best, also a tie between the Needle Cannon and the Shadow Blade. The Shadow Blade works the same way as the Metal Blade, but it's not as notoriously broken. And the Needle Cannon works so well for standard shots, it's basically like a second Mega Buster for you. Ow. Ah, come on here. Come on. Come on here. Ugh. So damn annoying. I remembered as a kid, I think I used passwords to help me cheat around, or using the easy mode within the Mega Man Anniversary Collection. Because, yikes. The Doc Robots were too much for my little kid body to handle. My kid body was not ready for that one. Especially with the Needleman segment. If you know, you know. But if you don't know, we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. But yeah, I remember having much worse difficulty with the Doc Robots than I would now as a kid. Because I remembered going online to see what their weaknesses were, to look and see, oh, hey, this is what this is, and then use that to my advantage. Sorry. Really? No health hookup? Come on. Really? Ow. Oh boy. Like, I'm more a bit bummed out, like, when it came to the Doc Robots rematches so far, that I had really the most trouble with Flashman. Because it's Flashman! Flashman is really easy to take care of, but it's the issue of the body being bigger this time through, and the arena being the exact same, so teeny tiny Mega Man versus the bigger Doc Robot won't be a much of a fair fight in terms of being an endurance round against Flashman, Doc Robot version, unless if you use the weaknesses and E-Tanks. Like, if you use E-Tanks, you can last longer, but, you know, without it, in my case, and in my circumstance, not the case, sadly. Okay, that was terrible. That was kind of terrible on my end. Like, look at right there with how much damage I take against colliding with the Doc Robot. Again, the boomerangs aren't terrible. It's just the Doc Robot itself that's going to be the main point of it being a not-so-great fight. I think the weakness for this Quick-Man Doc Robot is either going to be the Spark Shock or something else. Maybe the Hard Knuckle, maybe. Ow. Oh! Oh, that's bullshit. That's a load of horse honky. Right there. Come on, guy. Come on here. Ow. That's not fair. That's not right, man. That ain't right. Ow. Oh. Okay, I'm at least getting a little better against this Quickman variant. It's just a really big topic of having to slide back and forth just to get to this Doc Robot, at least. On here, sorry. Well, hold on. Hold on. As long as you can hear me, I'm gonna look and see what the hell's going on here. That was weird. Hold on. That's odd. Oh, wait a minute. Hold on. Wait, did the camera get disconnected? Hold on. Hold on. Hold on here. Just give me a quick second. I just gotta fix something up. Okay, Quickman was so awful. Okay, here's what happened, chat. Quickman was so awful, he made me unplug my camera. Quickman was so awful. The fight was so godforsakenly awful. The fight was so awful. You might be asking, how bad was that fight? Quickman is so awful and so evil. He unplugged my camera. He unplugged my camera, chat. Like, outright. It's like, I was ready to do the fight again, and then Quickman, being the dickhead he is, he unplugged my camera. Real crafty son of a bitch he is. Ugh. And I count this as my free mulligan use. Oh boy, oh boy. Ow. And the crafty bastard gets a one-hit knockoff of me. Ow. Ugh. Man, I do not like this. I really don't like this. This is really terrible. It's like, I was really ready to at least do the second attempt to at least go for Quickman, and then from there, it was not great. It was not great. I'm very sorry, chat. I'm very sorry, chat. Like, outright, I just did not expect camera difficulties. Like, I think a wire must have been unplugged from the stream setup. No, that ain't possible. My wires are fine. It's just Quickman. It's just Quickman being awful. But yeah, I normally am good with Mega Man, but even I got my rough moments too. Ow. Oh god, wow. I think I took more damage from that, from the body collision. Ow. You know, I'm gonna try to look and see what the hell his weakness is. I think it's the Gemini laser. Yeah, I really do think it is the Gemini laser. I'm gonna at least try to see what the weakness is. I mean, I'm going to die anyway, so why not just try to experiment? It is the Gemini laser. It is the Gemini laser, but I'm not gonna use the Gemini laser that much because A, this is the Rockman Revamp, where if I have too much difficulty trying to beat the boss or a stage, then yeah, I will use the boss weapon to get me a move on. Or if it's outright mandatory for me to do that. And B, the Gemini laser, outright terrible. Terrible weapon. Like, you shoot a laser, that's great! Too bad it is both slow, and it also bounces off. Like, it does bounce off, like, that could be fine with a nice trick shot. Like, if it's planned or not, it could make for a nice trick shot, but the problem is, the Gemini laser is way too slow. Like, it is downright sluggish at times. And if you want faster action, just use another weapon or your buster. Because the Gemini laser, if I'm not mistaken, uses a good chunk of weapon ammo, and it doesn't really help that the Gemini laser is so bulky and slow. So that is the main issue with that. I'm sorry. Thankfully, at least Metal Man is like a nice breath of fresh air between all the Doc Robot bullshit. It's just a shame that you have to at least go against Quickman. Although, I think like the two good breath of fresh air moments was fighting against the Bubble Man Doc Robot and the Quickman, and the Metal Man Doc Robot, because with Metal Man there's no conveyor belt, so the hazard of fighting Metal Man is out. And with Bubble Man, it's just Bubble Man. Sure, there's the added bonus of the spikes being on top of the ceiling as it would be with the normal Bubble Man fight, but it's also just gonna be, you know, shooting the bubbles and then the little projectile shots, you know? Aside from that, nothing really major to see about that with the whole Bubble Man rematch. Because with Metal Man, you're more used to fighting with the conveyor belts that go from that swap directions, that either have you going away from Metal Man or towards Metal Man himself. So with this rematch and with the Bubble Man rematch, it's like a nice breath of fresh air before going into whatever fresh hell you have to at least see with the Doc Robots. And also I'm lumping in Heat Man too for like nice breath of fresh air robot masters to fight against. Because with Heat Man, it's just you shoot at him once, you shoot at him, he charges at you, then you shoot him again. And then most of the time, if you're going with the Buster route like I am, he chucks fireballs at you, then you shoot him, then he charges at you, lather, rinse, repeat, up until boss is done. essentially. Okay, 3 lives left. Let's do this thing the right way this time. Oh boy, ow! Okay, if I'm on my last life, I'm gonna use the combo of the Mega Buster and the Gemini Laser, because having to deal with Quickman is gonna be too awful. You know what, screw it. Now. See what I mean with the Gemini Laser being so unreliable? It bounces around. Like, I was expecting to at least shoot the Gemini Laser in time with this whole thing, and then no, you don't really get the chance to do that. Because it is so slow. And after a few bounces, the Gemini Laser just goes off on its own. So effectively, you just wasted a good weapon ammo of the Gemini Laser upon something that you needed it for. It's like you had one job, Gemini Laser, and you can't even do that job right. I like Gemini Man, I love his design, I hate his weapon. I genuinely hate the weapon for Gemini Laser. Like, this is the one exception I had to at least use for using Robot Master weaknesses. Unless if it's mandatory, or if it gets too hectic for me, then yeah, I'm gonna have to at least use a Robot Master weapon. And last but not least, for infamous stuff I'll get later on along the line, Needle Man. Needle man. Needle man. Ow. Ow. Honestly, I love the cityscape design for Needle Man's stage. You'd think it'd be, you know, death spikes galore with what you're seeing right now, but I kind of like the cityscape of this for Needle Man. Like, not too many Robot Masters use a cityscape, you know? I mean, yeah, you're gonna see, like, the obvious, you know, volcano base, ice, jungle, what have you. But I don't know, there's something about Needle Man that I like when it comes to his stage and the environment. I kind of like it. I dig with it. I dig its vibes. I welcome its vibes with open arms, you know? There's something about it that I just, like, find it charming. Like, I downright find Needle Man's stage and Needle Man himself to be just downright charming. And here's your introduction for the Rush Jet. To jump with each second that you use the Rush Jet. Because trust me, you're gonna need to know how to do that later along in the line, like it or not. Also, RSong 3166, I hope you're still hanging in there to see what the stream is despite the technical difficulties. Oh my god, it's Airman again! Whoa! Okay. When it comes to Airmen, it shouldn't be too troublesome. You'll find yourself with some difficulty, but it's not gonna be a nightmare for you to handle like Quickman or Flashman. You know, if they were to remake Mega Man 3, I'd love for Needle Man stage to really go in the emphasis of being a cityscape, you know? Like, have it be a big-ass little city, like, you know, like Manhattan or something. And then it's just a whole bunch of death spikes everywhere, you know, bottomless pits, you know, the works, all that fun stuff, you know? Da da da. Oops, my mistake, wrong button. Like, just have it be like a giant Manhattan, like, cityscape. Like, goes from day to night with Needleman? Oh, nice! Shooting the spikes gets you a chance of either a health pickup or an enemy, weapon ammo pickup. So, me getting the health pickup is really good for me for fighting Airman. Fighting Airman, I should say. Ow! No, boy! I say it shouldn't be too bad, but it's mostly because the tornadoes being in such randomized places. But yeah, look at this shit right here. Look at it right here, guy. This screams either take the hit or die. And that's kind of like the troublesome thing with fighting Airman. It's just, if you don't have his weakness like the leaf shield, it can get burdensome. It can get rather annoying to deal with because of the aspect of, oh, you know, the tornadoes being in such randomized places, you can't entirely predict of how to dodge the tornadoes without getting hit. Like, you'd really have to rely on randomness and probability, like RNGesus, to help you out with this whole aspect. Ow. That's better. But yeah, but yeah, that's basically my main thoughts. Like, oh, if I were to see Needleman's stage again, like, really explore into the cityscape, you know? Like, have, like, little stores in the background, like, you know, like, a little Capcom reference, Galleria, you know, like, suits that represent Ace Attorney, you know? Or, you know, toy guns that are, like, from Resident Evil, you know, the whole shebang, you know? And then, like, a Kamen Rider thing, but it's Beautiful Joe. You know? All that stuff, you know? I'd love to see that if they're gonna be remaking Mega Man 3. Like, I'd love for that to happen. Like, just really go balls to the wall with the whole cityscape thing and then just, you know, put in more death spikes. Because it's like Needleman. You'd expect there to be, like, death spikes galore for Needleman. And since this is the last Doc Robot stage, I can't really go with the wheel because there's no other choices left. Like, there's nothing left to go after except just bite the bullet and just go with Needleman stage. Also, I just thought of a better part title. A Doc Robot Demolition Derby. Because this part is all about tackling the rest of the Doc Robots. And that's about it. Like, anything else will be the finale part for this particular trip through Rockman Revamp. Ow. Da 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 blah. Da 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 da. Also, if you game over and just go back to Needleman stage or something, and if you beat Needleman stage without using much of the E-Tanks, you can get yourself like a free E-Tank, which will really help out both within the stage and essentially, like, let's say, fighting against Quickman. Buster only, so that is a godsend. Also, what is also a godsend is that, unlike Mega Man 2, where if you were to die with an E-Tank, it's not automatically used. You still have it in your inventory as long as you don't use it up. So that's really a good thing about 3 and onwards with E-Tank management. You don't have to worry about, oh my god, if I don't really beat the boss, then my E-tank that I worked hard to preserve and to use for an emergency is used up. So thankfully you don't have to worry about that little dilemma anymore. Yeah, like, even if I were to try and to... Ow! Ow! Oh, come on, Airman! Oh! Oh, that helps. Oh, thank goodness the buster shots are at least small enough to go through the tornadoes and just damage airmen in time. Okay, don't touch this. Do not touch this. Don't touch it. Do not touch this. I'll explain why. Do not touch this. Ever. No touchy. No touchy. No touchy. This right here is going to be the most infamous or the tougher aspect of the entire game. This entire segment is a rush jet segment. And to save on weapon ammo, you have to jump repeatedly for every second that you're on rush. You'll get weapon ammo pickups, yes, but if you don't continuously jump in time with rush every second that you're on rush, well, it'll use up your weapon ammo, and then from there you'll have to restart the stage, and then yikes. But that one... definitely, if you don't know about this particular trick to do with rush jet in general, this will be the worst part of the game for you. Because you just got through handling Airman and his antics, and then you have to deal with this entire rush jet segment that you have to continuously jump over to save on ammo pickup. So with that weapon ammo pickup that I told you not to touch, say if you were to die, you can at least use that rush jet ammo pickup to at least build up with your current rush jet overall weapon energy, and then just try again with the segment. But if you were to be foolish and think, yeah, I could just do that on my own and just be just fine, yeah, you'll be screwing yourself over with opportunities to get over with that segment fast. With this particular Met Tool looking boss, you'll fight this thing twice if I'm not mistaken. Thankfully it's not too tough to tackle. It occasionally sends up Metools, and then it'll shoot out gigantic balls, which represent like the little shots that each Metool or Matar has. So it's not that awful. It's not that awful. It's just the aspect of, brother, just get down already so I can shoot you. Thankfully I got an extra life, so that helps. When it comes to trying to get the weapon or health ammo pickups, just be careful. Because you still have to deal with the mini-boss. What the hell? I tried shooting. Why is there a delay with this? Oh, it must be the slowdown because there's so much crap on the screen. Yeah, there's so much stuff on the screen. There's so much stuff on the screen. Yeah, there's so much stuff on the screen, it'll just make things lag to an unprecedented degree. Ow. Alright, I should also at least explain what a replacement buster weapon is. Within Mega Man and also Mega Man X as a whole, when you find a weapon that's so good in terms of wasting little weapon ammo per shot and does good or better damage than your normal buster, it's deemed the replacement buster. Each Classic and X game, from what I know of, actually has that. Mega Man 1 has the Elect Beam, while 2 has the well-beloved and overly glazed, well, not overly glazed, but rightfully glazed Metal Blade. 3 has the Shadow Blade and the Needle Cannon. Mega Man X1 has the Storm Tornado. I'm not sure what X2 and X3 have in terms of replacement X-Buster weapons. In terms of 4 to 6, I have no idea which weapon is the default replacement buster. Like, if you can't really find one that is good enough for your tastes, then just use the standard buster. Ow. Oh boy. I remember as a kid, I think I used to watch, like, Mega Man spoofs on Newgrounds. Like, there is this Mega Man animation of Mega Man within his... I think it was, like, his one Neo Geo game that had him fight against all the Robot Masters from 1 to 6. Like, using his buster only, and also his raw strength and his hands, like, throwing straight-up hands, and the buster only, against all the boss Robot Masters from 1 to 6. And then all of a sudden, when things were grim for Mega Man, it's like Proto Man showed up, and then it was a whole bunch of cool stuff, and then the brothers just, and then they just, oh, I don't know who Proto Man is, but yeah. And there was this other robot that helped Mega Man out, and then bam, they just started shooting stuff. And then there was this other robot that came in at the end, and then bam, that was the end of the skit, you know. Oh, come on here, game. Give me a bone here. Okay, that's it. Time for jet. Time for the jet, or at least coil. One more shot? Are you kidding me? Arst thou fucking with me today, game? Come on here, game. Come on here, brother. It's like, really? I needed one more shot. Ugh, come on here. Well, at least we're done with the Dock Robots. And the last and final Dock Robots. This should be Crashman, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, Crashman. I got 5 lives because 0 counts as the life and 2 E-tanks. So let's try this thing out. Crashman, let's crash ya burn, bitch. Ow. Ow. Thankfully with Crashman, it's still his same tactic. He'll shoot when you shoot. Just keep your distance, and you'll be just fine. Thankfully, the crash bombs don't really do damage until they explode. So there's that, thank God. And thank you, God, from Dump the Dock Robots. And one last boss to tackle down. Breakman. Bitch, I'm gonna break you. For the technical difficulties, you made me lose dumb. You made me look dumb in front of chat. So dumb, I pretty much surrendered my words. Take that, Breakman, you sick bastard. Bam. Huh? Oh no! Right after we received the last element, Wily, or Wily, ran off with Gamma! Oh no! So it was Wily, well, who did team up with Light to make the robots, but right underneath your noses, Wily took off with Gamma, a massive robot Light had plans with to make it for a peacekeeping robot. But we're not going to be dealing with Wily. No. 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 What we will be doing is doing Wily antics next stream, because I got me another thumbnail and I don't want to, you know, use up everything all in one go, guy. Wait, hold on. What's the button? There we go. There we go, baby. Okay, so for the time being, what do I want to do? What do I want to do? What do I want to do? Let me look at the list of games here. Because I already got that settled and done with. Let's see here. More Bomberman? Maybe. I mean, let's see what we got. Maybe a little time killer would be nice. What do we got on the Super Nintendo side of things? Because I do want to at least do a little bit of a time killer to round things out. And then just doing Wily Castle, basically, as the finale part. Bubsy, God, no. Hold on, let's see what we got. Let's see, Super Tennis. What is this one? Super Puyo Puyo 2? Meh, maybe not. I guess not. Let's see, Brawl Brothers. They can put up SNES games, but my goodness, trying to get the one that you desperately want is going to be like pulling teeth. Panel to Pawn. I could try Panel to Pawn. I could try that. It's just with Panel to Pawn. Fun fact, with Panel to Pawn, it got itself an English release. It was known as Tetris Attack in America, and it featured Yoshi instead of the character for Panel to Pawn. And I think Panel to Pawn? Yeah, Panel to Pawn, I believe, actually got a bit of reference within Smash Bros. I think it was like a lips stick, like that flower thing that you whack your friends with, and then you take damage. Hold on, give me a second. Fair, I'll be heading to bed soon. Okay, our song 3166, that's fine enough. I'm happy to, once the stream is over, you know, I'll make it a little quick. I just want to at least look and see what the menu is for Panel to Pawn, because lately, it's like, you know, let's look and see what Tetris Attack gameplay is, and it looks so good. And I'm so upset that it never got a re-release on the NSL, but here we have Panel to Pawn. If you know your Japanese, you'll be fine. You'll be fine. It's like, really? It's like, really with this? Ugh. It's like, really with this? Come on, really? I think I'll go with this, I guess. Very fast. I think I'll go with normal. There's Lip, Wendy. Okay, Lip. I knew I was right with this. Lip, I think, is like the main person for Panel to Pawn. And then with her, it's essentially just the aspect of her flower. And then when you get whacked with it, you gradually take more damage, which is funny. If you're doing with friends, I guess. I think I'll at least do some Panel to Pawn. Because it looks so addictive. But the aspect of Panel to Pawn, what you do is that you actually move blocks left and right to look and see for your combo. What's the controls for this? Let's see here. Raise the stack of panels with Eleanor, and then move the cursor in the highlighted panels. Because I've seen people do this noise online, and it looks so cool to see. Like, I know I'm not gonna be the best Panel Pawn player or the best Tetris Attack player, but damn it, I will give this thing a whack. Huh, and look at that! Look at that shit. I'm doing a little better with this. I mean, granted, it's on the slow baby difficulty. Also, fun fact, Panel Pawn actually got itself another re-release in the States. It was part of the Puzzle League and Dr. Mario Game Boy Advance combo pack. So if you're itching to play some Dr. Mario in the GBA, then there you go. You could either play like the OG Dr. Mario on your Game Boy Advance, or you could just play the Puzzle League and Dr. Mario combo pack on the GBA. Also, fun fact, again, with that same exact game, that's basically where I got the victory music for Dr. Mario. If you hear the da-da-da-da-da one, you know, when you're watching the Dr. Mario Smash montages, know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Know what I'm saying? Essentially with the Dr. Mario montage, that's where I got the music from. Because I was looking to see, okay, what music do I use for Dr. Mario when I use for his victory music? I'll use this. This is pretty snazzy. I like it. I like it. I fucks with it. I like its vibes. It's peak Dr. Mario, you know? But with Panel Pawn, you match 3 puzzle pieces together, and then from there, you actually get a good move on to get the puzzles done. Like, it's this and Wario's Woods that I honestly am vibes with for puzzle games. Like, if I were if I were to at least throw my conspiracy hat into the ring of Nintendo games I want to see happen, one of the last Switch games I'd love to see, as a true testament to Nintendo's wackiness or whatever, or a celebration of their history or whatever, make another gambit for the collection for puzzle games, because a fun fact with Panel Pawn, aside from the Game Boy Advance combo pack that I mentioned earlier, just a minute ago, there was also a Japan-only combo pack that had Yoshi's Cookie, Panel Pawn, and it was Yoshi's Cookie. Yeah, that was about it. Like Yoshi's Cookie and also Panel Pawn, and also Dr. Mario, if I'm not mistaken. So yeah, it was that combo pack that was Japan only for the GameCube, essentially. Like, I'm not gonna be the best Panel Pawn player, but I love how the game feels. I don't know why. It feels good to swap the pieces out. Like, it's just the sound, like the... I don't know why. Maybe it's like my hidden ASMR. Like, oh wow, what do you use for ASMR? Oh, I listen to Panel Pawn. I just listen to Tetris Attack combos. Also with Tetris Attack, it used Yoshi's Island characters. So, it used characters from the hit Yoshi's Island game. Wait for it. Yoshi's Island on the Super Nintendo. So, it used Yoshi's Island characters for Tetris Attack for the localized version of that game. And with that, you know, like with the Tetris Attack thing, that's basically how people are able to play Tetris Attack, or Panel Pawn within the States. Or at least the most widely known way to play Panel Pawn if you're not going to be using translated ROM or something like that, you know? I still find it rather dumb that Panel Pawn never really got the chance to be outside of Japan, essentially. Because I can really see people going nutso ham with this. Like, I see people just going with a Tetris Attack, but, you know, I would love to at least see another crack at going with Panel Pawn. Or Tetris Attack, essentially. Like, have, like, one of the more obscure Mario enemies, like Wart or something, and then just challenging, like, Luigi or something to, like, a rousing game of Panel Pawn to free his friends or whatever. Da-da-da. Like, I'm not gonna be the most perfect Panel Pawn person, but goddamn, I'm having fun with this. I'm having some fun whimsy times with this. I don't know why, I just like swapping the pieces. It's kind of fun to me. But eventually you do need to at least get better with Panel Pawn because it will not be easy for you. Because just like with, say, Kirby's Avalanche or Dr. Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, eventually the opponents will actually get a lot nastier. And they'll send, like, garbage blocks down, which will make it harder for you to clear blocks and anything else within your path. Oh, right! Pokemon Puzzle League. I almost forgot about that. I almost forgot about Pokemon Puzzle League. I forgot about that. I think that's the only game in the entire Pokemon franchise that actually acknowledges the anime. You also like the sound of Panel Pawn? I like it too. I really like the sound of Panel Pawn too. Like, it sounds really good. I don't know why. Like, it's my hidden ASMR sound, you know? It's like when people say, oh, I like listening to the rain to help me sleep. With me, for good vibes, I don't know why. I just like listening to the Panel Pawn sounds. Like those sounds, those particular sounds, I love listening to them. I don't know why. Like, it just came up to me like a nice earworm as of recent. And, like, the tracks within Tetris Attack, they're also pretty goddamn good, too. Like, do not dismiss the good vibes and the good track that's within Tetris Attack. Because it's really good, even though it has nothing to do with Tetris in any way, shape, or form, like the OG ways of playing Tetris. It's still a good puzzle game. It's really still a good bussin' puzzle game. Like, do not dismiss Tetris Attack. Like, if you're able to play it emulated or with your friends who actually has, like, an OG version of Tetris Attack, I'd say go for it. I'd say go for it for a good puzzle hankering. Because sadly, you don't really see much people playing Tetris Attack aside from people who are really goddamn good at it. Or just me, who's just doing this out of sheer impulse. Again, do not mistake me being great at puzzle to Panel Pawn because I'm just being babby with Panel Pawn. Let's see here. I think I'll at least go for another Panel Pawn round, and then from there, I'll pretty much just stop things from there for the stream. Also, fun fact, with the soundtrack for this Panel Pawn game and Tetris Attack, they're the exact same, because I remember this being the same exact stage for Tetris Attack that you use when you were trying to go for the Frog Prince within Yoshi's Island for Tetris Attack. And then it made me realize, oh yeah, this is just a port for Tetris Attack, same exact track, same exact everything. It's just the aesthetics and the artwork and the sprites will be different because one uses Panel Pawn, the other one uses Yoshi's Island antics. And I think this is Panel Pawn or Tetris Attack within the States is like the only Tetris Attack game that does not have Baby Mario within it. So, Tetris Attack is like the only main Yoshi's Island game on the Super Nintendo that does not use Baby Mario in any way, shape, or form. It's like all Yoshi and his friends all the time. Stopping Bowser and Kamek, essentially, from their mischievous antics. You might be asking, why is Bowser there within Tetris Attack? I don't know, Bowser's just there. He's just Bowser. Yeah, he's just there. Stop him. Do something. Stupid. Forehead. Pokemon Puzzle League for the... Oh, really now? Oh, you know, so you're not really in shortage of Puzzle League antics. Like, if you're still hankering for Puzzle League, you can still go for the Pokemon. You can still go for Pokemon Puzzle League for the Game Boy Color and for the N64. I know, the click, click, click. It is such a good sound. It is such a good sound. I really wish for Tetris Attack to at least be part of a good Nintendo puzzle collection. Same with Dr. Mario 64. Like, yeah, you could at least say, oh, but I can play Dr. Mario 64 on the NSO. Okay, bozo, just try to at least play these good puzzle games without having to pay Nintendo $50 or so odd a year just to play these games, goddammit. Because I still believe the aspect of owning the goddamn game is better than paying a subscription service, Netflix style. I'm sorry, I'm still gushing over how good the sound is for the clicks. It really is good. I agree. And I'm happy you agree with me, Song 3166. It is such a good clicking sound. It's so good. Even with the panic music, it is so good. It still has you think, to at least know what to do for your puzzle pieces. It's still good, goddammit, it is really good. I'll be honest, it's still a good bop. But yeah, thanks for reminding me about the whole Puzzle League thing for Pokemon, because I believe that's the only other aspect of the anime for Pokemon that actually gets acknowledged in any way, shape, or form that's not like the mobile game, like Pokemon Masters EX. That actually acknowledges the anime in any way, shape, or form. Somehow I'm getting myself a good vibe with this Panadopon. God, is it good. Oh boy, and I'm digging myself into a bad hole right now. And if you're really good, you can really set yourself up for some nice combos, too. Just like any other puzzle game, like Tetris and Puyo Puyo. And right here, some good-ass combos here. Really good combos. But yeah, I think the only time Nintendo actually acknowledges the anime, besides Pokemon Masters EX, would just be the Pokemon Puzzle League games, because Puzzle League for the N64 uses characters from Gen 1 of the Pokemon anime, like Lieutenant Surge, Ash, Misty, Brock. Yeah, I think that's the only time you actually will see Nintendo acknowledging the Pokemon anime in any way, shape, or form. Because for some bizarre reason, they never really make a complete series for Pokemon for the anime. You'd think they would do that. Hell, you'd think they'd do that for the anniversary for Pokemon for this year, too, because, you know, they're going all out with Pokemon. I mean, they should, because it's the goddamn anniversary for Pokemon. Yeah, like with the Dr. Mario thing, yeah, it actually did just come out. Yeah, that's the collection I'm talking about. That is the collection I am talking about. Like with the Nintendo Puzzle Collection, that's the collection I'm talking about. That is the exact same one I'm talking about. Like, that's the exact same one I'm talking about. The one where it has, like, Yoshi's Cookie, a revamped graphical reimagining of Yoshi's Cookie, and then Panadopon, basically. And then some Dr. Mario stuff, too. Oh boy. Yeah, it can be hard to make the chains, but it is so satisfying to play, to get the chains going on, to get the chains going. Like, I would at least say it's kind of like, Puyo Puyo or Tetris, where once you get the chains going and you get a good movement going, it is so satisfying to look and to watch, in my humble opinion. Like, I would love to see, like, someone try to do another crack at Panel or Tetris Attack. Or hell, Wario's Woods! That's a good puzzle game too, Wario's Woods. Like, it's not Tetris, but it is a damn good puzzle game on its own. For both Panel and for Wario's Woods. Like, if you want me to be honest with saying, oh hey, here's a puzzle game that FODV93 will recommend to you. Panel and Wario's Woods. For puzzle games that aren't Tetris or, say, Puyo Puyo. Honestly, unlike, say, Tetris Attack, Puyo Puyo or Robotnik's Mean Bean Machine, I honestly feel like I could at least get good with Panel if I stopped playing recklessly and just have my brain focus on beating the level or getting better instead of just, ooh, the level, ooh, the nice sounds it makes for the clicky clacks makes the dopamine happy centers in my brain go up. Yay. Honestly, like, right now, I've dug myself into a bad hole, but I'm digging myself out of this hole right now with Panel. And I'm having such a blast with Panel too. Like, goddamn, I'm having fun and whimsy with Panel. Like, if you actually give Panel or Tetris Attack some time, you can actually get good with the control schemes. It feels so seamless. Like, it really feels so seamless and so smooth, despite it being a decades-old puzzle game. See, I'm able to at least pull off like a 2-combo piece, and that's goddamn brilliant. And I'm just being babby with Panel. Like, I have not even touched Panel in my entire life. I've seen people play Panel in the last few days, because of sheer impulse. But goddamn, I'm actually getting a little better with Panel too myself. Like, I could at least say I could be decent with Panel or Tetris Attack, if you will. Nice, a 6er. That's pretty goddamn good. Oh boy, that's not good. Luckily, I can dig myself out of this bad hole I'm in. Da 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 dum dum da dum. I really hope this can at least help you get to sleep, Aura Song 3166. Because it's like, the sounds of Panel, it's like my ASMR noise, my white noise. What can I do to help me get to sleep? Oh, I know, I'll put on Panel. Like, I can honestly see this being someone's good gaming ASMR track. Like, there's a track from Mega Man 6 that's a good ASMR track that I originally had planned as my just chatting music, but it got swept up by better votes. Do. Oh, shoot, that's not good. Well, that's not too bad, but yeah. Okay, then, that was pretty good. That wasn't half bad, if I'll be quite honest. Aside from the whole quick man thing, yeah. But yes, I'd honestly say this was not a half bad stream. Not a half bad late night stream to go with. In terms of what to do tomorrow for me, I'll probably be playing Rhythm Heaven and maybe going back to Panel de Pon. Maybe some Panel de Pon and chill or something like that. Like, I could at least see myself going interchangeably with Rhythm Heaven, Smash Brothers, Stardew Valley, Panel de Pon, and maybe some other puzzle games too, like Wario's Woods and what have you, for good chill times for playing puzzle games. Or at least from some good Twitch chill streams, you know? Aside from that, I think I may be trying to go for... what was it? Some more Smash Brothers montages. I'm also editing the Q&A panel that I did for my live stream for the Q&A that I did for my 100 sub Q&A stream that I unveiled the VTuber model that I have for that you're currently seeing right now. So aside from that, I'm FODV93, and I shall see you all next time. Next time. See you later.